Hey guys, welcome to a new episode with me, Ijoma, and I'm here with
Alvin, Kelvin, Parvin, Marvin, Kweku, Abeku, Okeju.
Oh, wait. So which one should we go with? Kweku. Okay, so Kweku. Okay.
Elizabeth.
Okay. So we are here to talk about today's topic is actually very pretty simple and interesting. We are going to delve into it. The topic is: do you think Gen Z's X and Y's feel pressured to have their lives figured out before they make it into their 30s? And we are here to discuss that. Do you actually think that?
I think there's two ways to it. Some do feel pressure, some do not feel pressure. But the majority is they do feel pressure because of society. Now, you know, when you're getting there, you know, they feel like, first off, I feel like I think the 20s is an exploratory stage. You know, they keep telling you, oh, you're in your 20s, explore, you know, make all the mistakes, learn all the yada, yada, yada. But then when you're getting to the 30s, then they start asking, where's your man? You haven't introduced anybody to the house. What are you doing for yourself? And so I feel like, you know, it's there. It's not there, but the majority is yes.
Okay. But first of all, I think we should establish who a Gen Z is, a Gen X, and a Gen Y is. So I think Gen Zs are the 2000s kids born in the 2000s to like now.
Yeah.
Now, and the Gen X are people in their 30s. Yeah. And the Gen Ys are like. No, the Gen X rather are people in their. But generally, do people feel pressured to get like their lives together, to be successful, be it marriage, career, you know, everything? Just have your life put together before you're 30. So I'll go to you.
To me, I'll say personally no. But looking at the societies, I believe that most people are being pressured out there. Yeah, because when I look at my friend is now here based on the career you mentioned. My friend is now a doctor, just completed senior high, and he or she is now in this tertiary. Labor, Cambridge, and I'm home. So you do whatever you want to do to get there. So I'll say society puts much pressure on us. Yes.
Okay, so but you said no. You personally no.
I don't fall for pressure by the society. No.
But you know the like, so you've never experienced that kind of, but nobody has told you that Lizzie, you need to get married. You need to.
No, why? Marriage is a gradual process. It's not a competition. So you need to take your time, prepare before you get into it.
Okay, so how about you, Kweku?
I don't see any reason why somebody is supposed to be pressured in this life.
Right?
No, wait, but do men feel, because I know that for women, the pressure
I'm sure you are supposed to do men and female here.
Yeah,
let's human beings, like, who is supposed to give you pressure? Who? Like, who on earth?
No, but so
nobody is supposed to.
But they do.
But they do.
Indirectly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why I'm supposed to see that pressure.
Right.
Personally, I don't give whatever about anybody's decision about my life or about whatever. Not even my parents advise me and listen, but on some like important decisions.
Yeah.
No, it's mine.
Honestly.
I do it when I'm ready.
Well, for me, I definitely do feel the pressure, and from the family I'm from. My dad is really the traditional Nigerian, like you understand, and you are the first one, and as the first one, your siblings are even like, there are times where my brother will make subtle comments, oh, so when I get married, this and that, so I do feel the pressure, but I decide not to allow it to get to me. I have decided, because if I was going to allow it to get to me, I'm sure I would have made terrible mistakes by now. So yes.
So that is to
get married.
Exactly.
Yes.
So based on the pressure, people end up being in the wrong relationship.
Exactly. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, but like you've not said do you like feel the pressure?
Oh, I mentioned that personally. I cannot be worried. Honestly,
you can't.
I don't know why I should be pressured, because it's me. Do you understand? It's my life. Yes, I have people that are supposed to guide me. I have people that are supposed to, advise me.
Yeah.
But then I have to take out whatever I feel is good for me and use it to guide my life. I'm not supposed to let them fully control me, because in the end, it's me in there. If I get married, it's me, my husband, and I.
Okay,
so my husband and my family.
Yeah, but I'm going to like play the devil advocate here. But don't you think maybe their pressure is out of a good place? Maybe they are worried. Oh, like, especially like you are a woman, like, you know, they say women have expiry days and all that. Don't you think? No, I'm just playing the devil's advocate. Don't you think it's from a good place? They are just trying to look out for us. Don't you think it's from a good place?
I'll continue to say don't rush. Whether it's from mommy, it's from daddy, just take your time.
So you don't.
Well, I think it's to a point. It is from a good place.
Yes.
Let's not, you know, because definitely your mommy wants you to get married because you feel like, oh, maybe you are at the right age, you know. Yes, they want grandchildren before they.
But do you think you know that normal Ghanaian has time limits to their life? Like, we assume that.
From society,
society.
You should be
at
down
this age, you're supposed to be here.
This,
This time. Let me give you an example. When I was in SHS, growing up, I felt like, Charlie, at the age of 25, I bet you're supposed to be married.
Yeah.
I bet you're supposed to have his own business. At least if I don't have kids, what to do? Charlie, when I got to 25, I was hungry. Like, what I would talk to, I don't get. And then you think when I'm 25, because I said all those things and my family are waiting for me to get to that level, I should go and kill myself.
Charlie, you can't kill yourself. And I can definitely relate on that because when I was younger, in my 20s, I used to allow I used to be like, oh my God, when am I going to do this? Because my parents would be like, IJ, you have to do this, you have to do this. But I don't want to sound like cheesy and all that, but in my 30s, I grew like a closer relationship with God, and I understood that.
After you are done all that.
Yes. No, honestly, like I feel like if you are a Christian, I don't want to talk about that, but if you are a Christian, when you get to that point where you have a closer relationship with God, you won't stress about time limit. You won't stress. You will know that. If God says that you get married, but there is nothing in this life that you can do.
We've had people in the same giving birth at 50, giving birth at 45.
Exactly, and they did not die. At the end of the day, after, like, what's the whole point if you are going to drive yourself into frustration?
I also feel like there's a point where they try to use their experiences to guide us now. But things have changed. Times have changed. But it's quite difficult for people to adapt to change, I think. Especially Ghanaians, they're not open to change. Because, I mean, but right now, there are a lot of ladies that feel like, okay, I need to do certain things, get to a certain point before I go into marriage. Maybe back then, you know, they felt like going in there and building together was a thing. Maybe now, some people just do that. But most of the ladies are, you know, they have the whole perception of, I want to get this for myself at least. I don't want to go in, you know, fully dependent on the man or something of myself. So I feel like that's also a point some way, somehow.
Okay, but I don't want us to like waste our entire destiny talking about just marriage, because being successful is not just about marriage. Let's talk about career-wise. Do you feel the pressure to be like to ride in a bougie car by a certain age? Do you feel that pressure? Like, it gets to a point where even if you are in trotro and you meet your mate, like somebody sees you or something, like, do you ever have that point where you be like, oh my God, I need my own car, I need my own place to rent and all that? Do you feel that?
The only time I felt pressure was when the first time I watched the national budget. The recent one, when they read the lot of taxes,
the more taxes and everything.
I was like, you. Now the pressure.
So you felt the pressure
from the economy, like when you know that things are not getting easier.
Yeah, true.
So that's when you sit down like, hey, so when, like, that is to myself, not for anybody.
So career-wise, so do you think where you are now is not? If you're honest with yourself, do you think you shouldn't be here? You should have gone higher.
I think I've done well.
So you give yourself props for that.
Yes, I think I've done well.
So you are okay with exactly where you are.
I wish I could do more, but I'm okay.
Career-wise.
Yes. I'm okay.
How about you?
I won't say I'm being pressured by the society, But I'll say I'm pressured by my own self because they are the things I've set that I want to achieve in life. So looking at them and I'm like, oh no, I'm way back. I need to run, I need to do it so I get what I want to achieve at this particular time. That is when I feel pressure. But I won't say I feel pressure based on the society.
Okay.
So looking at it now, I'm okay. I'm not being pressured.
Yeah, okay. So you've learned to accept the fact that when the time is right, you would go higher than.
Yes.
Okay. So you're okay with where you are.
Yes.
No, let me cut you here. I feel we are sitting
here.
We are sitting here. We are sitting here. We are doing it. Oh, don't feel pressure. Don't feel pressure. Don't feel pressure.
But it's real.
It is real.
It's real.
Maybe we are here, then we don't feel that.
Yeah, people out there. Yes. People finish school like years ago. Me, at some point, I have to be a bad driver. Like it was. Yes, it was. Like, yo, when the border closed, I do business. So when it closed and everything, the coronavirus happened, I couldn't go and bring my goods from Nigeria. Charlie, I cannot kill myself. I just had to, and some of my friends are like, hey, you have been like, hey, I not finish that you meet like maybe your ex somewhere. I'm like, yo. So you see, I felt the pressure and it pushed me to do, and I'm really grateful that I actually went through that phase. Yeah, so feeling the pressure is real. People are dying. I really bad.
I would like to say something based on what he said with the budgets, because even now, like definitely there are people that are graduating every year, so many people, and they're not getting jobs. And now our dear government is even saying that. So imagine I have to tell you that if they're looking for their job, so it's not
like dead though, like dead for you, like
and now the more taxes like.
So when you are growing up to be an entrepreneur, you are thinking about the budget they are reading. So all this money, all this taxes are going to pay them, and that's where the pressure comes from. So you're supposed to do more.
And you know, the pressure is what translates into people getting into depression, people killing themselves, because you go to school for so many years, then you come and sit at home, and it's the most frustrating thing ever not to have anything doing, especially if you are the firstborn.
Like you get a first and all the
that's where the pressure comes in.
Firstborn.
Yes. No. It's like that. And you see, even if they don't tell you, oh, so you don't have a job, you can feel it. You can. It's
like they're selling on the house.
Like it's real. So like, what do you think people who are under that kind of pressure should do? Like, what do you think? How can they manage it? Because me, I've been there before. Hey God, it's not a nice thing.
What did you do?
Yeah. Tell us.
I think that was what drew me closer to God. I don't want to sound cheap. Honestly, because see, I felt like I didn't know my purpose in life. So I needed answers. It drove me crazy. I needed answers. So I just needed to like ask my, and I found peace knowing that everybody's time is different. You will hate today, but another person it will take them years. I've been hearing that all this while, but I needed to come to that understanding, like truly believe it, that our times are different. That was what gave me the peace. And to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to move at God's pace. When God says this, when God says that, and actually study His way. And that was what happened. That's what worked for me. So what do you think can also help other people?
So basically, based on what you said, aside God, you should add hard working, and moreover, be determined. Know what you want to achieve in life. So first you add God and do all these things. We are easy to go.
And reinvent yourself, because at that time I had to go and do Uber. So whilst I was waiting to see what was going to happen for me, I had to resort to doing Uber. And even though deep down my heart I didn't like it, but looking back now, I am grateful. I will not trade that experience for. I did for like 6 months. I will not trade it for anything. I learned so much.
You got money.
Yes. And with me being a female in a male-dominated business, like people are giving me tips. It was fun. Oh yeah. Oh, Charlie, you force. Charlie, you force. You do this, and I used to get people who would take my number for me to drive them, like personal. And it really helped me. So I would say, instead of just sitting down, oh my God, I'm depressed, there is something. See, there is something. If you look around inside yourself, going deep, there is something that you can do.
Something hidden.
It will shock you. So like that's what worked for me. Okay, so what do you think people can do to actually help them manage the situation of being pressured?
Okay, so first of all, being pressured comes into it. So it's either it's motivating you to be good or to be bad.
Right, exactly.
For you not to get into the bad side, I feel you just have to. I'm sure it goes back to God.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know how you can solve those things. Because when you want to listen to the people more or the society more, that's when you get to the bad side.
Yeah. You need to shut the noise.
Yes. So when you listen to God, that's where your Uber comes inside, like the innovations and the ideas comes inside. So sometimes it is not easy. I'm not sure we would sit here and admit that it is easy. No. The pressure is on. It is not easy
at all.
Sometimes it's our persona to how we soak stuff.
Exactly.
I might be able to do it. She might not be able to do it. So just leave the goal to God. Get closer to God. So I'm not sure it is easy, but then again, it is God. It is God. We don't have to do anything to
God. Okay, but then before I establish the God factor, God is important, yes. But do you also think that the way our system, the whole educational system is set up, it actually goes against our whole educational system is set up, makes it really difficult for us to
yes.
You see, the country itself.
Okay, wait.
Our country Ghana itself doesn't make it easy for anybody to. The country itself Ghana is special. Yes, the country Ghana itself.
Like, I'll go in more into that. What do you mean?
What he's saying is, I feel like they're making rules or they're making laws for a nation. They're making the developed country kind of laws for developing country. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Because we're getting there, but here's the case where they just try to looking for rent in this part of the nation.
It's pressure itself.
It's depressing.
Hey,
and the cost of living in Accra.
Exactly, it's so expensive. But here's the case where even the average, I think the average thing wage is 12.5%. That's like 12 cities 53 pesos for one guy. And the cost of living is like something else. And when you even get it, you're supposed to pay 2 years advance, you're supposed to pay 3 years advance, you're supposed to pay.
I'm happy you mentioned that. So what would you do, like, if you had the power?
I would stay in my mother's household.
I know, right?
Honestly, and I feel like there's one thing too about us equipping ourselves. Like we said with the educational system, it's so theory based. I know the course that's supposed to be practical, but I was literally practicalizing the theory. You know, I'm imagining in my mind.
Educational system.
This is how it's supposed to be. And so, even after they came to say there are no jobs and everything, there was another case that came out to say that we are being miseducated. We that we are graduating, we are being miseducated. So right now, what are we using to find the jobs? What are we using to create the jobs in the
first place? Are you people that go to school and go and learn the 5 years?
So this 6-year-old child goes to school and she's studying about 8 subjects and then
nothing.
You know, it's
supposed to carry all these books, and at the end,
so our educational system is not helping us.
It's not.
So right now we have to acknowledge the fact that we are in a jungle. We've just been thrown into the world to do whatever you can. That's why I would come back to the point and say that our leaders, maybe they are looking out for themselves. You as an individual should also look out for yourself to make a conscious effort. To I know we always say this, it has become a cliche, it has become like a song. But if you really look into yourself and find just sometimes shut out the noise, quiet the noise, spend time with yourself, you will find something. It may look very degrading, like, oh my god, like, why are you doing this? But you alone know what you are going through. Nobody will give you one CD. Nobody's giving anything. You alone. Your friends will laugh at you and say everything. Oh, see what you are doing. You are done with school. Blah blah blah. And look at you. Don't mind anybody. So I always say this: look into yourself. Or what you guys think?
I wanted to do something new because I thought I was doing one thing for a very long time. And I sat down and told myself, okay, my mother now knows how to do shit up. And then, okay, so let me brand the shit up, put it in a nice,
exactly.
And then it became like it was selling. So I did that shit sauce, and I'm selling that shit. And the guy sees me like,
Exactly.
You don't know. You
get it? Just because I felt, okay, I don't want this place to be my only source of income.
You'll be shamed.
And I want to get something from somewhere. I have to do something new. Yeah. And then friends are saying, you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
So if you listen to people,
it
won't help.
Yeah, exactly.
Do what you feel like with a little advice from, I'm sure people who have been there.
Who have experienced.
Who has experience.
Yeah.
But when we say we listen, it would a bit like, I don't know how to say.
Like the noise in your ears, it will even confuse me. There was a time I even wanted to sell fried yam. Because front of my house there's space there.
Right?
Like honestly, I wanted to sell fried yam and trophy and said that there's money inside there. Don't undermine those people that they sell small things. So share those everyday money, especially when it comes to food, or people sell like things that we eat and all that. Don't undermine them. Those things really like it goes a long way. So the pressure there, you feel it in terms of career.
I also like to add that we should push ourselves. Let's challenge ourselves. Let's not just wait for things to come to us. Try to find a skill. If it's not working, it's fine. It's okay that it doesn't work. Try to do makeup. It's not working. Change it. Go and do something else.
Because
I try.
Because
someone might be studying. What I studied in school is different from my passion. And even right now I'm doing in services, totally different from everything. But in the end, I have a bit of everything. And so if I step into a room, I have an advantage over everybody. So try to push yourself. Push yourself. Don't be lazy. Do not be lazy.
IJ, since you're talking about pressure, come to think of it, what about the university ladies there? They are being pressured by friends. Someone will come from a Christian home, a home that he or she has been raised very well. But this young lady will enter into school and at the end because of pressure. So what can we tell them when they are watching us? Because they are being pressured, and you still hear when she comes to school, she's well dressed, but within 2 months, 3 months, coming out for posh cars and stuff. What do you have to tell them?
So about the school thing you were saying, like people go to school and they feel pressured from their friends and all that. It's at the end of the day, if you know yourself, if you know that, see, sometimes you are supposed to make certain mistakes. I'm not even going to sit here and be like, if everybody were saying this life will be boring, you are supposed to make certain mistakes, you are supposed to go through certain things. That's what makes you come out and you look at yourself and be like, okay, wow, I went through that, but now I'm at a better place. So let's not I don't want us to totally say that being pressured is no good. Like you even mentioned, you can be pressured it will push you to do something good. Yes, you can pressure and it will bring out the worst in you. Even if it brings out the worst in you, that's okay. That's okay. It is a stage. You are just in a phase of your life. You would move on. So that's it.
So it means it's not wrong for you to fall or to fail.
What matters is that you rise again. You don't stay there. You actually rise.
Don't downgrade any idea you get.
Exactly.
Like someone started a bread. Everyone bread.
Whoa.
Like just the small things. Just take it. Work at it, you get the branding, you change it doesn't go well, mistakes are okay. Don't just,
Okay, so let's just wrap this up with our final word. So the question again, do people feel pressured to figure it all out before they hit 30s? Of course, for me, yes, they do feel pressure. The pressure is part of life. Anybody that said that they don't feel pressure is a lie. They are lying, but when they lie, see, is a lie. They feel pressure.
It's a Nigerian accent for me.
But it is the decision to say that let me
bring it out.
Let me respect myself and not dirty myself. So yeah, that is for me. So what would you also say?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, the yes is more.
Yeah.
But I mean, personal conviction.
Yeah. So
don't allow anybody's whatever bullshit pressure to affect your life. Live your life and enjoy your life.
Make your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes, and then learn from them.
Exactly.
Don't be undermined by anyone. Be yourself.
Yes.
Be yourself.
Okay. As celebrities to be yourself.
Influencers on social media.
That's a good one. Why you doing this?
Please TikTok tomorrow. That please, I know you are enjoying yourselves, but please, the pressure. We are feeling it from you guys.
You people are the same people on social media giving them the pressure. Now you are saying the truth.
So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope you learned something. So see you again when we see you. Bye. Cheers. Everybody cheers. Mine is finished.